to take in a... Grant, look. Looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
Now let's take a look at Phoenix's opening lineup. They've got Devin Booker, Nick Richards out there with Kevin Durant. Then there's Grayson Allen, and it's Dunn in at the 3. Now here's Thompson. Clock at 6. Şengün, the screen. And Şengün throw it down.
Working that pick and roll action superbly. Şengün knows exactly where he needs to be.
Booker against Thompson. With the fadeaway. It's hauled in by Houston. Eason with the ball. Richards picks him up. Here's Green. Lays it up and banks it in.
Green doing work inside. Feels like he can score on just about anybody.
And Booker has got the ball here for the Suns. 4-point game. The NBA becoming more and more global, Clark. Şengün, a perfect example of that.
Yeah, Alperen Şengün out of Turkey. Right now on the fast track to being the best player to ever come out of his homeland. So still very young, but boy, his future is quite bright.
And Houston has possession. After the basket by Phoenix on the other end. There's a screen. Outside Whitmore. Takes a 3. Richards pulls it in. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Richards with a screen. Pass to Dunn. And here's Booker. The fader. And it's Booker again missing.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Thompson. Oh, he slams it down right on top of Devin Booker.
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day. Oh.
Here's Whitmore outside. The rebound by Devin Booker. For Phoenix, they've gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. And there's the call on Tari Eason. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Durant with it. From deep three-point land. Sinks it. What range from downtown.
That should and would be a bad shot for most, but Durant's shooting ability is just that extraordinary.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Outside Booker. This one for 3. The kick to Durant. Puts up a 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Durant's got 6.
Well, Durant looks close to automatic. I mean, he does not second guess or hesitate at all his shot selection.
Pass to Şengün. The 3. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Another shot. Outside Whitmore. Screen by Eason. No one near him. Again, Houston.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here's Durant. 6 points for him. Count it. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
Yeah, you know, at first glance, you might think Durant has trouble finishing through contact, but think again, folks. I mean, you can't measure desire by body type.
A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
Well, similarities in the games of Alperen Şengün and Nikola Jokic. A couple years back, Jokic suggested that Houston run their offense more through him, and they have. Jokic said that's going to benefit the whole organization. He wants to pass and play for the team. They'll move when the ball is in his hands. Brian?
Well, Jokic would know. Thanks, Ali. And stolen by Booker.
Excellent defensive instincts leading to the quick reaction.
And Durant with the big finish.
Nice instincts there from Booker, showing a willingness and drive to want to improve on the defensive end.
Şengün, the screen. Here's Whitmore. Oh, denied by Durant. They get it back. Here's Easton. Pass to Whitmore. 3 on the clock. Connects from downtown. Whitmore's got 5.
Too much space on the perimeter. There needs to be a little more energy from the defense.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. For 3, Durant. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Here's Şengün. The offensive rebound. Pass to Easton. Thompson left side with the drop.
Oh, wow!
Get
Come on,
away!
with authority. Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. Yeast rising and helium floating.
A nice first quarter. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Rockets. Guys?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Suns. Royce O'Neal is out there with Bol. Then there's Bradley Beal. Then it's Mason Plumlee. And it's Lee in at the 2. Brooks. And he got the whistle on the way up. And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
The play will be reviewed under
Still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
First free throw is good.
You have to respect Brooks' approach to the game. He's always looking for little ways to improve and wants every year to be his best.
And here are the Suns now. Beal outside. From downtown. Pass to Plumlee. Here's Lee. Plumlee a screen. Inside. Now here's Bol. And out of bounds. Houston will have...
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
And Houston's shooting has been good. 54% on this one. Here's Shepherd. Smith with a screen on Beal. Smith outside. Fires the 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Smith's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
And Smith has such confidence rising up from deep. This is what's going to make him so dangerous here in the pros.
Over to the wing. Outside Bulls. And the Suns get it back. Pass to Lee. Plumlee a screen. Beyond the arc. Lee misses. The Rockets lead by 3. After years of finishing at the bottom of the West, things are looking up for the Rockets, Clark.
You know, B.A., they've done a really good job of drafting and developing players. That combination can allow you to move forward. And along with signing complementary veterans, that adds to the mix as well. And they've done a nice job. And they've got future draft capital, too. So the Rockets are certainly on the rise.
Brooks against Beal. To the inside. And finished off by Bull.
Really good screen that time. Then Bull with the quick roll.
Picked by Tate. Pass to Shepard. Let's go with a 3. O'Neal pulls it in. Suns trail by 3. Three-pointer. Knocks it down from distance.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Lets it go. And Brooks with a basket on the assist by Smith. And the Rockets lead by 2.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Plumlee a screen. Three-pointer. Beal. It's hauled in by Houston. Smith against Bull. Outside for Brooks. Picked by Tate. Lets it go from the wing. And it's Brooks missing.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Bull a screen on Tate. Here's Beal. And then Beal with the dunk.
What a play at the rim. Bradley Beal showing off all kinds of explosiveness.
Here's Shepard, hounded by Beal. And Bradley Beal is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. For 3, Smith hits a three-pointer. Smith's got 8 points in the quarter.
You know, Smith came into the league as a capable and confident shooter off the catch.
Beal from outside. Nails it from 3.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Pass to Adams. Outside for Brooks. Smith outside. 4 on the clock. Crafty move. Oh, he gets it to go. So far, he can't miss. He's 4 for 4.
And an intelligent play there from Smith. He keeps his head even with the shot clock running down and saves the possession.
Outside O'Neal. Pass to Beal. Plumlee a screen on Brooks. They grab their own miss. It's Beal on the wing. Give him 8. On target from range. Beal's got 11.
We talk about guys with pure strokes. Beal's in that discussion.
Right side Tate. Pass to Shepard. Up and in on the layup. And the Rockets lead by 1. Neither side willing to relent.
That's led to 8 lead changes and a bunch of drama already.
Jabari Smith has been leading the charge for Houston. He put together 10 points in the quarter. Back after this.
The Suns, 31. Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Hey, it's been quite a game for Bradley Beal.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
Tari Eason is out there with Alperon Şengün. Then there's Amen Thompson. Then it's Jalen Green. And it's Whitmore in at the small forward position. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
What doesn't Kevin Durant do? He's showing us everything here.
When you look at the career of Kevin Durant, he's had an amazing list of teammates, Grant.
Yeah, that's true, B.A. And it started with Westbrook and Harden. Then he had Steph, Clay, and Dre, Kyrie, and then Booker and Beal. That is quite the list.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, Brian, the Rockets showing improvement. Head coach Ime Udoka said, quote, when you rely on your young guys, you're constantly trying to instill habits that'll carry them for the rest of their careers. It's mistakes and tendencies you have to try to break continually. Just staying positive. We see glimpses of how close we can be.
All right. Allie, thanks for that. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Whitmore.
You know, I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason to.
Well, Phoenix's shooting has been good, around 52% from the field. Booker can't get it to go. The 3 from Thompson. Phoenix grabs the miss. Richards has got 4 rebounds now. Ooh, poked away. Pass to Durant. Ooh, the defense just making it easy for Durant.
Not many bigs can slow down KD once he gets around the rim.
Green against Booker. Şengün, a screen on Booker. And it's Green off the drive. And here's Whitmore. Eason with the ball. Here's the pick. It's Eason with the jam.
You know, we can't measure Hart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
For 3, Booker. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 5 rebounds in the game. Back to Whitmore. Pass to Green. Here's Thompson. Drives to the hoop. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
Tough to slow Thompson down when he's got a lane to the rim like that.
Durant surveying the D. Offline with a 3.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
Green for 3. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. And now a 5-point Rocket lead.
No wasted motion or hesitation there. Green ready to shoot as soon as he caught it.
Looking to win the run. Phoenix no good that time either.
Kevin, you can understand the shot selection. I mean, he wanted to go back at him and just came up short on the triple.
Thompson, that's good.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. And the Rockets going with a whole new group out there. Beal outside. Down low. Here's Bol. And finished off by Bol.
It's really easy for Bol to throw it down. Man, I'm a little jealous, especially with these creaky knees that I've got. I don't even think I could dunk in my dreams.
Smith outside. And here's Bol. Pass to Beal. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense, given the situation. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but it certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
People were worried
The play is currently
in every game. The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Here's Shepard. Bull grabs the board.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Slick feed by Beal, taking advantage of the hole in the defense to set up a wide-open man.
Brooks outside. Brooks a screen on Bull. Smith passes to Tatum. 5 on the clock. Over to the left wing. Picked by Smith. Here's Shepard. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. And the Rockets lead by 4. Here's Beal. Tipped away. Oh, stolen by Tate. Pass to Smith. The 3 is up. Bull grabs the board. Left side O'Neal. Here's Beal. And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third. Both teams putting up some points. It's Houston leading by 4. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court for the Suns, getting the fourth quarter going. We've got Bull. Bradley Beal's out there with Damian Lee. Then it's Royce O'Neal, and it's Plumlee in at the center position. The Rockets lead by 3. Brooks, the pass to Adams. It's Tate on the wing. Adams a screen. Launches it. Tate's shot is off. And Phoenix shooting at about 51% for the game so far in this one. Beal from outside. And again, it's Phoenix from deep.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
And I understand we're seeing some potent offense, but you have to put up more of a fight defensively.
Come on now, look. Sit back and enjoy the fireworks. Nothing better than good offense.
For 3, O'Neal. Second chance effort, and the layup is good by Bull.
Those boards appear to me like easy money for Bull. Then the awareness to put it back through, that's good work.
Here's Shepard, pounded by Beal. Adams with a screen on Beal. Smith outside. Brooks a screen on Bull. Here's Smith. Plumlee pulls down the board. Phoenix has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Outside Bull. Outside O'Neal. Pass to Plumlee. It's Beal on the wing. Plumlee a screen. Oh, Brooks with the steal. He goes up. Rips down the breakaway slam.
A rugged defender and terror in transition. Brooks is more than happy to do it all himself.
To the paint. Here's Bull. That one's in there on the nice assist from Beal. Beal's got his 4th assist in this one.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride and makes it look easy.
Smith outside. Back to Brooks. Picked by Smith. Pass to Shepard. Just 4 to shoot. From the arc. They get the rebound. Back to Brooks. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Both teams will make substitutions. Green with the ball. O'Neal covers. Green with the ball. He's against O'Neal. Clock is at 3. Thompson passes to Green. Green's at the arc.
It's as though Green always has more left in his tank. He digs deep and finds the bucket.
Here's Booker, and there's the call on Amin Thompson. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And there's 1:38 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Booker, pass to O'Neal. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Durant. Fires for 3. Yes, sir! KD for 3.
Oh, in pressure moments, he's a guy you trust to make big shots.
There's a screen. Eason finds Green. Outside Whitmore. Eason with the ball. Guarded by Durant. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball.
Brutal play at this point. It's frustrating because they battled so hard all night.
1:10 left to play in the fourth. For 3, Booker. It's rebounded by Şengün. And so Şengün will bring it up for the Rockets. Thompson attacking. Şengün, the screen. Outside, Green. Back to Whitmore. Green against Beal. Shot from the wing. That one doesn't drop.
Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
Outside Durant. Durant puts some moves on. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And with this game coming down to the wire, they're quick to use their coach's challenge. Asking for a review. This could be a big call.
People were worried that this would slow the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Smith, he's checked in for the Rockets. Dunn, he's checked in for Phoenix. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Ime Udoka as he talked with the team. Coach was blunt with his assessment. He said to throw out everything that happened until now. It is a brand new game, and it's only a few minutes. Leave it out on the floor. Back to you guys.
Okay, thanks, Allie.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league.
Boy, he makes it look easy. He is an absolutely imposing finisher around the rim.
He put some rage into that one, B.A.
You're telling me.
Treated the rim like it stole something from it.
And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page.
Substitution on the board.
And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. Durant for 3. Oh, no good! We're headed for overtime. Time expires. We're going to overtime. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Booker and Beal are the talented backcourt. Royce O'Neal is out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Richards in at the 5, roaming the paint. Pass to Green. And there's the screen. Takes the hit and scores inside. Green.
Green finds ways to get it done inside. Really intelligent as a scorer.
Durant for 3. Ooh, he's looking good tonight. He's drilled 9 of 15 so far.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner. Secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
and they retake the lead with a bounce-back three.
The crowd has started to get nervous, but now they're just fired up. An incredible ball game going down the stretch.
Fade away. Rockets with a rebound. Great action here if you're just joining us. About a minute into OT. Sengun. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. And now a 4-point Rocket lead.
Love when Sengun looks to score, especially from the interior.
Booker, pass to Durant. Durant powers through the contact to finish inside.
Win or lose, this is the fight you want to see from your players.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. I mean, they're showing a bunch of fortitude here, keeping this game tight.
Green for three. And the Rockets hit again from deep.
Green getting very aggressive on the perimeter and really good concentration as he focused on the shot.
Durant with a screen on Thompson. Booker, the pass to Durant. Back to Booker. Out to Beal. 4-3. Buries it from three. Beal's got 22.
Talk about trusting Beal in the big moments. No matter the stakes, he can find a shot.
Eason finds Thompson. Driving to the basket. Outside Whitmore. Takes the three. The shot misses. And here's Durant. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Trailing by 2. Yes!
Somebody lit a fire under Kevin Durant.
It's all come down to this one critical possession.
And BA, you can feel the intensity in this arena.
Green against Booker. Outside Whitmore. Just 5 to shoot. Richards pulls it in. And it's Phoenix's ball. Now here's Booker. Pass to Durant. Yes!
The PA, when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it.
Plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. They've got Edwards. Daniel Gafford is out there with Davis. And it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Thompson in at the 2-guard spot.
And once Green gets the ball there, not much you can do defensively.
And on the way from Irving for 3, sinks the triple.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
To the right side. Whitmore with it. Lets it go with the 3. Rebounded by Gafford. Irving against Thompson. Edwards a screen on Thompson. Outside Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
And stolen by Eason. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. It's good from long range. Thompson's got 5 now.
And this is what you want on both ends, to win the battle of effort.
And that's exactly what you can control, right? Your desire, your hustle, your will to succeed.
And here we go. Whitmore heading to the hoop. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Thompson.
And when you watch Whitmore, he's much bigger than your average wing. Creates a different type of matchup.
GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame.
Shooting foul, and yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
Line for the Mavericks, Klay Thompson, taking 2 shots. The play is currently under video review under NBA rules. There will be 2 minutes.
The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Irving drives in, out to Thompson. Edwards with the screen for Thompson. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Green. That's his first foul.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Eason against Davis, and stolen by Kyrie Irving. Thompson outside, beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Şengün. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Thompson, and he uses the glass on the layup. Thompson's got 7.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
And Thompson sends it back. Easton passes to Green. Here's Şengün. Edwards defending.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Şengün with a screen on Irving. Good on the triple. He's got 10.
Defensively, you have to live with Thompson making those, because if you get up too close at the arc, Ahmed will blow right by you.
Oh, here's Edwards. 5 points in the game. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Outside Green. Eason with a screen for Green. Eason against Davis. It's stolen by Davis. Inside. Here's Gafford. The Rockets pull it in.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Gafford cans them both. Houston's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Pass to Şengün. Şengün with a screen on it. In the corner, it's Eason. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Irving surveying the floor. Now here's Thompson. Dallas, no good that time either. Pass to Eason. Back to Whitmore. Here's Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
This one has been all about Amin Thompson. A freakish athlete. When he gets rolling, there's just not much a defender can do.
Count that one.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Şengün with the screen for Green. Pass to Şengün. Eason against Edwards. They kick it out to Green. Sinks the triple. Green's got 5 points so far.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
And so it's Houston with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
Adams is out there with Jabari Smith. And there's Green. Then there's Dylan Brooks. And it's Shepard in at the 1. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. Over to the wing. Lively the pass to Dinwiddie. Latrey. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Well, he has proven that you've got to respect the long-range ability of Spencer Dinwiddie. Nice.
Pass to Shepard. Adams with the screen on Washington. Kept alive. Out to Brooks. Brooks setting the pick for Smith. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Here's Christie. And the 3 off target. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Pass to Shepard. And here is Green. From past the arc. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. This one for 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. Christie's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And awards now have a minimum amount of games needed to qualify. An interesting twist in this whole story.
Yeah, and it seems logical because of the uproar from the fans and the media that they implement this. And how can you be that impactful in reality, though, if you only play half the year?
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
For Houston, they've gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. For 3, Smith. It's rebounded by Dallas.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Reed Shepard. That is his first foul of the game. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. The shot's good from Christie.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an edge.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Houston's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Here's Shepard. Spins to end the run. Another miss by Houston. Dallas has gone 5 of 9 when they put up the 3-point shot tonight. And when you look at P.J. Washington, his value DB lies in his defensive versatility.
Well, he's cross-positional. You can switch virtually every position with him on the defensive end. There's a strong physical presence, but maybe my favorite attribute is he's fearless. There's a toughness and an edge, and boy, you give him a big shot to take, he's not going to hesitate.
There's 1:47 left to play in the first half. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And there's 1:45 left here in the second. The shot's good from Christie. Christie's got 10 points. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
Here's Shepard. Green kicks to Smith. Fires for 3. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. And the Rockets lead by 2. For Dallas, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. It's stolen by Shepard. And it's Houston on the break. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, the Rockets are making progress. Coach Ime Udoka said it doesn't happen overnight. Changing habits and things like that takes time. Guys learn and grow at a different pace. My thing is getting us all on the same page. We're not that far off. Kevin, they sure look like they're building in the right direction.
David, they are, and some good vets have helped as well. And we thank you for that report. Brooks from outside. On the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Dallas with the ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Washington. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
That is nicely done by Spencer Dinwiddie. Just getting the ball into the hands of a shooter.
Shepard, the pass to Green. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Tate, he's checked in for Dylan Brooks. Here's Dinwiddie. Pass to Christie. Marshall with it. Beyond the arc. Tate with the rebound. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. The Rockets shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. Here's Smith. Pass to Shepard. Shoots over Dinwiddie. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
And give him credit. Good awareness.
Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd. Thompson is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Daniel Gafford. Then there's Edwards. And it's Davis in at the 4.
Klay Thompson, you can't let him get cooking from 3. Boy, this guy's too accurate as a shooter.
And it's Davis with the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. Here's Gafford. The kick out to Irving. Davis setting the pick for Irving. A 3-pointer, no good.
Just
enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
However you feel about Kyrie Irving, you cannot deny, Doris, he is an elite player still.
Kevin, there are many who consider Kyrie Irving to be the greatest finishing guard in the history of the game. I mean, left hand, right hand, a little bit of English and polish, big shot maker. And what I love for Kyrie Irving right now is he seems content and happy.
Pass to Thompson. Back to Whitmore. Thompson against Green. The alley-oop, and Thompson sends it back.
Klay Thompson is elite on the defensive end. He's got length, smarts, quickness, you name it.
Houston's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third, still 0 for 3. For Dallas, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of Milwaukee at the break. And they get it back. Irving for 3. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Eason. Cranes the three-pointer. Eason's got 6 points.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Irving finds Edwards. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And there's Green on the assist by Thompson. That's 7 points for Jalen Green.
Once Green gets inside, he has the body control to adjust to the defender there and finish.
Irving passes to Thompson. Pass to Edwards. For the screen on Green. Edwards, that's good.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed if he can wind up that open from three-point range. I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Eason with a screen for Green. Now Şengün. And Thompson kicks to Green. Here's Eason. Just 5 to shoot. And Green slams it in.
Yeah, Green's motor helped him there, outworking the defense to get the ball back and finish.
Irving passes to Edwards. Irving a screen on Green. Edwards can't hit. Rockets leading by 4. In the corner, it's Whitmore. Back to Eason. Thompson a screen on Thompson. Eason gets a wide open look. Good on the three-point shot. Eason's got 6 points in the quarter.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
Outside Irving takes a 3. He can't hit that time.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Green against Thompson. Whitmore sends a screen for Green. The Mavericks pull it in. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And there's the call on a men top. That is his first foul of the game. So the Rockets end up going with a whole new group. And the Mavericks with some changes. A 3 off the inbound. It'll go. The Rocket lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Christie.
And all of a sudden, that 3 puts them in striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
Yeah, and if he can stay hot from out there, his three-point shot could be the tool they use to win this game.
Out to Smith. Adams down low. Lively defending. Adams with the screen on Christie. Stolen by Washington.
And, you know, you could see him baiting into that one. He was just waiting on that pass, and as soon as it came out of the post,
He was off.
The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Rockets lead by 4. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The forwards for him will be Brooks and Smith. Jayshawn Tate out there with Shepard. And it's Adams at the center position. It's the 5 for Houston right now. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge.
First team foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Out to Smith. Houston moving it around. Here's Brooks. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. And the Rockets lead by 9.
Oh, nice play from Brooks down in the paint. Not afraid to get physical on the inside.
3, Marshall. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Adams has got his 5th rebound in this one. Deep 2 from Brooks. Pass to Smith. Back to Brooks. Shoots. And the Rockets. Getting another bucket right there.
And definitely a streak shooter. When Brooks is hot, he can carry the offense.
Here's Christie. Dallas again missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Brooks dishes to Smith. And there's the call. It's on Spencer Dinwiddie. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Şengün's checked in for Steven Adams. Tari Eason comes in for Brooks. Amen Thompson, he's checked in for Tate. And Jalen Green subbed in for Shepard. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Daniel Gafford's checked in for P.J. Washington. Anthony Davis comes in for Najee Marshall. Edwards, he's checked in for Christie. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening. If that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Well, I got a chance to listen in on what Jason Kidd was talking about with his players. Now, he reminded his team, keep looking for the deep ball. If the 3 is there, take it. You've done a good job getting those looks, so keep taking them. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, David. Whitmore, he's checked in for Green. Mavericks trail by 10. And Thompson kicks to Davis. Pass to Lively. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And I like Davis's decision-making. Fantastic. Always great at understanding when to move the ball.
Jacks up a three. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. For Dallas, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. And good that time.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Here's Whitmore. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists now in this one.
And Whitmore a beast inside because of his power and ability to elevate.
Thompson passes to Lively. It's stolen by Smith. On the wing, Thompson. Back to Şengün. Thompson outside. From downtown. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. The shot by Thompson, no good.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Dallas again missing. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well. And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Rockets.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance from Amen Thompson.
Boy, forget about his stats for a second, right? What impressed me most was his stamina. It seemed like he was involved in every play. And with that kind of activity, I don't know how you don't wear down.
Edwards finds Thompson. Fires from deep. Rebound by Smith. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. In the corner, it's Whitmore. It's good from long range. Whitmore's got the lead up to 13 now for Houston.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. The drive by Thompson, and Thompson throws it down. Here's Easton. Offline. So we see Houston taking the W here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they...
And welcome to 2K. Well, Grant. Take a look at this. Matchup. Both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, BA. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
And now Dallas' starting group. They've got Thompson. Anthony Davis is out there with Daniel Gafford. Then there's Edwards. And it's Irving in at the point guard position.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Done with a steal. Durant against Davis. It's Booker on the wing. Durant with a screen on Thompson. For three, Booker. It's rebounded by Dallas. Launches it from deep. Thompson's shot is off.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Launches a three, and that's good. Kevin Durant for three.
And defensively, what can you really do against KD right there?
Pass to Edwards. Back to Irving. It's Thompson, high post. 6 to shoot. Lets the three fly. And it's Irving missing. Phoenix has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Allen outside. Here's Booker. Durant with a screen on Irving. For three, Booker. Rebound, Anthony Davis. Dallas has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Well, Grant, if you talk about consistent top-level scores, Devin Booker is near the top of that list.
Yeah, and going back to the 17-18 season, Devin has averaged at least 25 points every year. Book can create his own shot and finish. It's hard finding guys who can do both.
Now here's Booker. Gets the three to fall.
He doesn't shoot from the corner three often, but Booker looked fearless sending that one up.
Outside Edwards. And stolen by Durant. Allen attacking. Pass to Durant. Fires the three. That shot missing. The Mavericks have gone 1 for 3 so far. And here's Edwards outside. Durant pulls it in.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
The shot by Dunn, no good. Mavericks trail by 3. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the Suns are going for it. All-star guard Devin Booker said everybody here is on the same page. We're in win-now mode. We want excellence. We know it's not going to be easy, but when you give up that much, we're trying to win this year and years to come. Brian, this front office has been aggressive.
They are all in, Allie. Thank you. Irving for 3. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Look at Thompson outworking the defense, winning that second chance look for his team.
The Suns lead by 4. Booker, the pass to Durant. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Pass to Richards. Now here's Booker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Durant with a screen on Thompson. For 3, Booker. Rebound, Anthony Davis. Davis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Ever since Phoenix changed ownership, they've been all in on winning now, Richard.
They've traded a lot of picks away and young talent to assemble a team of superstars. Some of the best shooters in the history of this league. And they were willing to go deep into the luxury tax to sustain it.
Now here's Durant. Pulls it from the corner. Gafford grabs the miss.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
They set the pick. Irving for 3. Tries again. And here's Edwards outside. Kept alive. Thompson outside. Gets another look. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Booker. Durant with a screen on Thompson. Booker no good. Allen against Irving. Lets it go from deep. And the 3-pointer goes. Irving's got 6.
He's just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Mavericks.
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, it's clearly a focus for them in this one, and no question that all the second chance looks are paying off.
Royce O'Neal is out there with Bol. Then there's Damian Lee. Then it's Mason Plumlee. And it's Beal in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. Christie's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. There's Plumlee with a 3. Lively grabs a miss. Dallas leading by 5. Here's Christie. Pass to Dinwiddie. For 3. Here's Christie. They set the screen. Dinwiddie passes to Christie. There's the 3. Plumlee pulls down the board. Well, Phoenix is shooting just 21% from the floor. Beal from outside. And the Suns miss again.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Here's Marshall. Drills it from deep. Marshall's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
More of a combo guard than pure point. Dinwiddie does have tremendous court vision.
Beal, that one's good.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
From deep. And it's Lee with the rebound. Suns trail by 5. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. 3-pointer off the mark. Dallas has gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. He was all alone on that one. Christie's got 6 in the quarter.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Beal from outside. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Beal wastes no time getting those 3 points back.
Pass to Christie from behind the arc. And here's Washington. For 3, Dinwiddie. Bol grabs the board. For Phoenix, they've gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. Outside O'Neal. No good on the 3. Dallas leading by 5. Dinwiddie with it. O'Neal covers. There's a screen by Marshall. For 3, Dinwiddie. Out to the right wing. Here's Christie. Fires in the triple. Christie's got 9 points.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Bol, the pass to Lee. There's the triple. Nails it from beyond the arc. All right, I don't want to make you feel too old here, RJ, but you did get drafted back in 2001. What's the biggest change to the game, you think?
Oh, I think without a doubt the physicality and the three ball. Teams are not as physical, and they shoot a lot more threes. When I came in, they were barely shooting them. Now that's all that matters.
Beal finds Bull. Off target from outside. And for the Mavericks, they're shooting just around 33% since the second quarter got underway. The Mavericks leading. Washington with the ball. O'Neal covers. Here's Christie. Again, the miss by Dallas.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Three-pointer, O'Neal hits the trifecta. O'Neal's got his first 3 points of the game.
He's never going to pass up that shot. The defense giving him way too much room.
Here's Christie. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Suns shooting only 36% during the second. Bull, a screen on Dinwiddie. Here's Beal. No good. That would have tied it. The Mavericks shooting a low 31%. Their offense is lacking. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Marshall. Drains the triple. Marshall's got 6 in the quarter. Beal outside. Here's Bull. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half. We're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. And so it's Irving with it. He brings it up for Dallas. Leading by 5. On the court right now for Dallas. Daniel Gafford is out there with Anthony Davis. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's Klay Thompson. And it's Edwards in at the 3. And you look at how Durant is playing at his age. He's still as elite as it gets, RJ.
You don't lose skill. KD can play into his 40s if he wanted to. That shot isn't going away, and he's always going to be tall. He will be one of the best scorers every time he laces him up.
Booker against Thompson. Now here's Allen, guarded closely. Richards with a screen. Just 5 on the clock. Outside Durant. Off target with the 3. Dallas leading by 5. Thompson with a screen. And the basket by Edwards. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. For 3, Booker. Once again, off the mark by Phoenix. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Thompson passes to Edwards. Shot is up. Drained it for 2 points. And now a 10-point Dallas lead. The Suns have gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. Oh, a tape measure basket from Booker.
All Booker needs is a little bit of room, and the moment he gets it, he pulls up.
Irving, the pass to Edwards. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Booker from outside the arc. And again, it's Phoenix from deep. Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Irving, the pass to Thompson. Here's Edwards. The 3 ball. Offensive board. Gafford. Outside for Davis. The 3 is up. Richards pulls it in. Richards has got 5 rebounds tonight. Dunn, the pass to Allen. From downtown, sinks the tray. And it's now only a 1-point Dallas lead.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Things are firing on all cylinders for them right now. We'll see if they can keep it going.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Booker, the pass to Dunn. They set a pick. Back to Booker. Shoots a fadeaway. And the Suns getting another bucket right there.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
But it took them a little while to get there. Just goes to show, as long as you persevere, you'll figure your way out.
Irving, the pass to Thompson. That three's off the mark.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Allen on the wing. Guarded by Edwards. Allen with it. He has 6. Pass to Richards. It's tipped. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Outside Edwards. Davis a screen. On the wing, Davis. Done with a steal. A minute 6 left in the third. Durant against Thompson. Back to Dunn. And here's Durant. 4 on the clock. For the lead. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Gafford's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Irving with it. Picked up by Allen. Dallas no good that time either. The Suns trailing. Allen with a screen on Davis. Durant to 3. KD splashes the triple.
Making that tricky shot from the corner look so simple. That's just a bucket for Durant.
Out to Thompson. 3-pointer. Hits the 3-pointer. Thompson's got 5 now.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Outside Durant. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
Makes his selection just in time.
Devin Booker. He's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for the Phoenix Suns. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. We've got Bol. Bradley Beal's out there with Damian Lee. Then it's Royce O'Neal. And it's Plumlee in at the center position, locking down the middle. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
When you have Dinwiddie as a teammate, you have to be ready. Spencer is a tremendous distributor.
Beal against Dinwiddie. Now here's Beal. Tight defense on him. To 3, O'Neal. He buries it from 3. And the Suns lead by 1.
Good eyes, Bradley Beal. That's a nice setup there.
Here's Christie. Out to the right wing. Here's Marshall. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. And so Beal will bring it up for Phoenix. They grab their own miss. Lee on the wing. From outside, off the mark. And for Dallas, they're shooting only 36% so far in this game. Here's Christie. Misses the 3. The Suns have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the 4th.
Christie, first personal foul, first team foul.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Bol, a screen on Dinwiddie. Here's Beal. Yes! He nails it. Here's Dinwiddie. Pass to Christie. Fires for three. Counted from distance.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
For Phoenix, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Here's Lee. Here's Bull. He's guarded by Washington. Shot clock at 6. Plumlee passes to Beal. Over Dinwiddie. They get it back. Outside Bull. Pass to O'Neal. Launches it. Knocks down the long J. O'Neal's got 6 here in the quarter.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
Marshall passes to Dinwiddie. Here's Christie. The 3 ball. Marshall can't hit. The Suns lead by 3. Plumlee, a screen on Dinwiddie. Beal with it, and Dinwiddie picks him up defensively. A different look for Phoenix. Richards is checked in for Plumlee. Durant comes in for Bull, and it's Booker in for Lee. And Dallas making a change here. Durant with a screen on Thompson. Booker, the pass to O'Neal. Takes a 3. Once again, off the mark by Phoenix.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Connects from downtown.
He's done so much damage from beyond the arc, and he's still hitting those big shots.
And the defense has to know that taking away his 3 is the #1 priority, and he's hurt them all game long with that shot that makes no sense.
Christie passes to Davis. Here's Christie. Back to Irving. Pass to Christie to take the lead. The Suns clear it. O'Neal passes to Durant. Richards with it. Booker for 3. Oh, he knocked down the trifecta.
I-C-E, ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
He connects. Oh, a tremendous 3. We're tied.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
For 3, Durant. And the Suns get another 3.
They needed points, and KD comes through. Who else did you expect?
Irving looking around. Pass to Christie. The 3. No good from 3-point range. Fires from deep. Oh, my! What a shot! Oh, an enormous 3-pointer! And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. Here's Booker. Oh, it falls!
Nice execution on the inbound. Just how you want to draw it out.
So a close game sees Phoenix taking this one. What a performance they had here at home today.
I'll tell you what.
Of course, Greg, strong and rebounding. Should be a battle out there.
Nothing easy in the paint, Kevin. Both front courts will be fighting for every possession when they miss.
Here's the starting group for Houston. They've got Tari Eason. Green is out there with Amen Thompson. Then there's Whitmore, and it's Şengün in at the 5, roaming the paint.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Booker. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Green against Booker. Green in the post. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Showing off his inside game, which will complement Green's game on the outside. It'll force defenders to have to guard him in different places on the floor.
GA, when we think about Devin Booker's scoring ability, he always has been ahead of the curve.
The youngest player ever to score 70 in a game, amongst the youngest to get to 10,000 points. Booker is on a historic scoring pace.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Showing off that phenomenal body control right there. Green gets the shot to go despite being bumped.
Greg in the process to bring in all their stars. The Suns don't have a lot of ways to add players in the near future.
Yeah, they don't control their draft picks for the next few years. That was part of the price for Beal and Durant. They'll have to be very shrewd to add rotation pieces to help them win.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That is his first foul of the game. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. There's Green with the 3.
Great defense by Booker. The instincts he has, just always knows where to be.
Back to Dunn. Takes it out to Booker. Poked away. It's stolen by Green. And it's the Rockets on the break. In the corner, it's Whitmore. Six on the shot clock. Here's Eason. Another miss by Houston.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Allen, that's good.
Durant commands so much attention. Part of the reason why he had a wide open teammate there.
Here's Green. He has 5. Thompson inside the line. Pass to Eason. Whitmore sends a screen for Eason. Shoots over KD. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Booker with no one around. Off target from three-point range. Houston in the lead. Şengün with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. Şengün no good. Suns have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. That's good from Booker on the assist by Durant. Booker's got 9 points.
Difficult shot. There are only a handful of players in this league with Booker's range.
Eason finds Green. Şengün with a screen on Booker. Green passes to Thompson. A 3. It's hauled in by Dunn. The Suns have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Allen's shot is off. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. They kick it out to Green. Allen against Thompson. Takes it off the glass.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
Now here's Durant. He has yet to score.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down hard and simple.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Booker against Thompson. Booker dishes to Allen. Booker outside. Shot clock at 5. The Suns need to get a shot off. Pulls it up. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
And it's fun to watch guys like Booker that see the floor this well. Seems to always get it to the right man.
Green finds Eason. And the dunk by Eason.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for the Phoenix Suns. And it was from three-point range where he did the most damage. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. Puts the defense right up against it.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. They've got Steven Adams. Jabari Smith is out there with Green. Then there's Shepard, and it's Brooks in at the shooting guard position. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Oh, I love watching him flush it home, showing how easily he can get off the ground and bang it.
And Clark, the Rockets, just one of a handful of franchises to win back-to-back NBA titles.
Can you believe that, Kevin? It was roughly 30 years ago that the Rockets did that, led by Hakeem Olajuwon, perhaps the best player in the league at that time. Of course, this was while Michael Jordan was retired from the NBA the first time.
Beal from long range. Pass to Plumlee. It's Beal on the wing. Launches it. Buries it from three-point range. Beal's got the lead up to 3 now for the Suns.
We talk about guys with pure strokes. Beal's in that discussion.
Green, the pass to Smith. Here's Shepard. Tries again. The putback. No luck. They battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down. And here's O'Neal. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Offensive rebound. Goes back up. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional. But not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And that one is good from Bradley Beal.
Staggering accuracy from Beal. Goes up from deep range and makes a tough shot look easy.
Here's Brooks. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Phoenix leading by 4. O'Neal sets the screen for Beal. And the layup's good off the glass. Beal's got 8 here in the quarter.
Yeah, offensively, Beal is a smooth operator.
There's Green with the 3. Plumlee with the rebound. Phoenix has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Brooks against Beal. Pass to Bull. Here's O'Neal. Bull is screen on Green. There's O'Neal with the 3. Another 3 for Phoenix. We know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I will say, Kevin, it made for some great stories, but I think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars.
I think we have a beautiful game.
Here's Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Nice, unselfish passing there by Beal. He knows he can't do it all by himself.
And we've got a timeout called from It's off to his guy. Rockets trail by 11. Brooks setting the pick for Shepard. Pass to Brooks. Looking to end the run. Sinks the three-pointer. Brooks has got 5.
Oh, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
Beal drives in. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. Jeff Green picks one up.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Well, he only plays one way, and that's full throttle, all day, all the time, cold-blooded and lethal.
And it's Shepard missing. Suns leading by 11. Great Kentucky native Reed Shepard followed in his dad's footsteps and stayed local for his college year.
How cool was that? His dad winning 2 national championships for the Bluegrass State, was named the MVP of the '98 college tournament, and he even had a brief stint in the NBA. Reed, the 3rd overall pick of the 2024 draft, blazing his own trail.
Pass to Smith. Green with a screen for Smith. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. There's Beal with the 3. The offensive rebound. Ball kicks to O'Neal. This one for 3, and he's good on the 3 ball. O'Neal's got 6 here in this quarter.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Oh, nice play from Brooks down in the paint. Not afraid to get physical on the inside.
Beal taking his time here. Outside, O'Neal. Here's Bull. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Phoenix. Their lead at 15 going into the break. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Bradley Beal having a dominant impact in this game.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Grayson Allen is out there with Booker. Then there's Dunn, and it's Durant, and it's Richards in at the center position. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half.
Tenacious on the attack. Thompson is fantastic at finding lanes to the basket.
And with this score of the Suns, you know, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for them.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
Yeah, Durant and his teammates really in sync. I mean, helping each other out, facilitating for each other. That basket there, a real team effort.
And Green slams it in.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand pull punch.
The shot by KD. No good. Rockets trail by 15. Over Allen. Nice move. Pass to Whitmore. Tries the spin move. Again, the Rockets score.
Taking people to school with moves like that.
And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. High post, KD. Dunn left side. From outside the arc. Drills it from outside. Dunn's got himself on the board with 3 there.
You know, pretty much anybody can hit that shot when they're that wide open. I mean, terrible defense.
Şengün with a screen on Katie. Eason's shot is good.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much, Kevin. And another Kevin Durant, is the most decorated member of the Suns star trio. KD says, I believe in this team and we believe in one another. I like our chemistry. Not just the 3 of us, but our whole team. Our coaching staff is doing a great job. I'm not promising anything, but I like our chances against anybody. Kevin, they certainly have the talent.
David, and now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge.
Personal foul. First team foul. Staying for Houston, Thompson.
Difficult calls to make. Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And court watching Amen Thompson. He is just a different kind of athlete.
He sure is, boy. Special as an athlete. And we've got some of the greatest athletes in the world across the NBA. He's smooth, he's explosive, he's fluid, well coordinated. Seems like he just kind of floats in the air. It's special to watch him do his thing.
Here's Whitmore. No good on the 3. Suns leading by 11. Done with it. Now Green defending. Lets it go from deep. So smooth on the 3 from Durant.
Well, Durant's reputation at the arc is solid, and good reason for that. He's a consistent sniper.
The shot by Thompson, no good. Phoenix has gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Allen left side. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Green finds Whitmore. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession. And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. O'Neal sets the screen for Beal. Outside for Martin. It's Beal on the wing. Brooks covering. Pass to Bull. 4 on the shot clock. And the Suns miss again. Rockets trail by 14. Stolen by Martin. O'Neal outside. Plumlee sets the pick for O'Neal. Fires the 3. No good that time.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time. You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
Here's Smith with the drive, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Just solid, really one of the very best there is at the free throw line. And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Plumlee with a screen on Brooks. Back to Plumlee. 1 second left. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist. Plumlee's got 6 points.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Rockets trail by 12. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. We've got Dylan Brooks. Jabari Smith is out there with Steven Adams. And it's Green and it's Tate in the point guard. Back to Brooks. A 3-ball. Nailed from three-point land. Brooks has got it back down to single digits for the Rockets. And so it's Beal who brings the ball up for Phoenix. 17 points was their biggest margin. Screen by Bol. Bangs home the trifecta. And the Suns lead by 12.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Oh, how about the vision from Smith? You have to know not just where, but when to deliver the ball.
Beal, the pass to Plumlee. Back to Beal. Pass to Bol. Shot clock at 6. Martin kicks to Bol. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Rockets trail by 9. Brooks, the pass to Green. Now Tate. And here's Brooks. And there's the call on Cody Martin. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Here's Brooks. And Bol pulls it down. Bol's got 4 rebounds in this game. O'Neal wide open. Drains it from beyond the arc. O'Neal's got 6 here in this quarter.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if he's stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
And definitely a streak shooter. When Brooks is hot, he can carry the offense.
Goes up. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Suns?
Well, you know, throughout this game, they've shot the ball extremely well from downtown. Their shooters are getting open and letting it fly.
And also, they continue to take advantage on the offensive glass. Those extra possessions paying off in second chance points.
Şengün, no good. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
The 3 from KD. Eason grabs the board.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and power.
Thompson in the post. O'Neal's there. And Thompson slams it home.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Alvey. David.
Hey, guys. Well, Mike Budenholzer had some advice for the team during the timeout. He told him he liked the way they were working, but he said we have to really get after it. All we need is a couple of stops. Keep your focus. We'll see if they can close it out. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Beal gets a wide open look. Action coming off the assist from KD. And the Suns lead by 6.
Beal's got such a fluid shooting motion. It really helps him on those catch-and-shoot opportunities.
Brooks finds Eason. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Eason's got 5 points now this quarter. Booker the pass to Richards. O'Neal with it. Picked up by Thompson. Outside Durant. There's the triple. It's not going to go for him. Houston's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Brooks with no one around. It falls! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And Booker gets to Durant. 40 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And foul. The coach's challenge has been issued. A game like this, to the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. We're double-checking, and the game continues on.
Cam Whitmore, he's checked in for the Rockets. He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 3-point game. And here's Houston. Thompson inside. He's covered by Beal.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
6-second difference between shot and game clock.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Wow, I tell you what, those free throws will give them some much-needed breathing room. 2-possession game now.
Green kicks to Şengün. Back to Green. Pass to Şengün. Shoots the 3. Unable to get that one. So the Suns win it. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away.
Quite the matchup in store tonight, Doris. Two conference rivals set to clash once again.
And BA, there's typically a little bit of chippiness because it is clear these two teams don't like each other, and you and I are here for all of it.
So the Houston starting five. We've got Alperen Şengün, Cam Whitmore out there with Tari Eason. Then there's Amen Thompson, and it's Green in at the point. Eason can't get it to go. And Dallas with possession. Pass to Lively. Green against Thompson. Irving for three. Thompson pulls it in. And so Thompson will bring it up for the Rockets. It's stolen by Irving. And a fast break now. The Mavericks on the run. Here's Lively. And he wills that one in. Sinking it right through the back of the iron. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Jason Kidd and I were able to chat. We talked about how Alperen Şengün can act as a facilitator. Coach said he sees the floor like nobody else. He's got a great mind for the game, and if you let him find his guy out of the high post, he will punish you. No doubt about it, they're aware. He is the engine of this offense.
Allie, thank you. Doris, one place you see this Dallas team show up is in the hustle stats.
BA, this version of the Dallas Mavericks is as tough and as gritty and as willing to compete as any I've seen.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
It's all about mindset out of the gate. If you're aggressive and they give you room, go ahead, let it fly.
Now here's Thompson. Outside Davis. Clock at 6. Thompson gets a good look. From the top of the key, he buries it.
At his absolute best, Klay Thompson, rise and fire on the catch. Good night defense.
Green, the pass to Eason. Back to Green. There's the triple. Mavericks with a rebound. Outside Edwards. Fires the three. Şengün with a steal. Fast break. Here come the Rockets. Here's Whitmore outside. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson.
Nice find by Thompson. Now, good to see him sharing the ball like this.
Irving for three. Gets the three ball to go.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Green. Back to Eason. 4 on the clock. Şengün, no good. And Irving has got the ball here for the Dallas Mavericks. They trail by 1. Outside Edwards for three. Another three for Dallas.
Well, make no mistake, Klay Thompson is more than just a shooter and scorer. Nice pass there, guys.
Despite entering his 30s, Anthony Davis is not slowing down, Graham.
Yeah, B.A. And last year, AD put up the best rebounding numbers of his career. And his shooting percentage also very high. And just watching him, Davis is still an all-NBA caliber player, capable of taking over on both ends.
Thompson passes to Green. From the arc. Knocks it down from distance. Green's got 5.
Yeah, and Green has tons of confidence in his three-point shot, and it was on display right there as he knocked it down.
Irving, the pass to Thompson. Screen by Lively. Thompson against Thompson. Pass to Davis. Launches a three. They get it again. A chance at a 2-for-1.
You have to find ways to use the clock to your advantage.
He's got a piece of it.
Klay Thompson is elite on the defensive end. He's got length, smarts, quickness, you name it.
Yes, it's good. He's got 7.
Bad idea leaving him open. He needs more defensive attention, not less.
Thompson finds Edwards. Can they get it? Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Houston leading by 5. Mason, a screen on Lively. Outside Whitmore. There's the three. The Mavericks pull it in. Irving looking around. Here's the three. Lively. It's good on the putback.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
And stolen by Edwards. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Rockets ahead, up by 3. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
Washington and Gafford, the combo inside. Then there's Spencer Dinwiddie. Then there's Najee Marshall. And it's Christie in at the 2. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. Now here's Adams. Outside for Green. Smith outside. And a miss there on the triple. Mavericks trail by 3. Pass to Christie. The 3 is up. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Beyond the arc. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Well, he has proven that you've got to respect the long-range ability of Spencer Dinwiddie. Nice.
Brooks outside. Here's Shepherd. Outside for Green. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Dallas has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or two. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. Those are the kinds of veterans they brought in. And that extends, of course, to the coaching staff, too.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. Picked by Smith. Let's go with a 3. And it's Shepherd missing. The Mavericks lead by 3. For 3, Dinwiddie. Brooks with the rebound. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Green. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. When you look back at the history of the league, Doris, no position has evolved more than the center.
You know, B.A., that's a tremendous point because you look at some of the best players in the league, they occupy the 5 spot. They're asked to do so much. Defensively, protect the rim. Be able to switch out and guard smaller players on the perimeter. Now you're being asked to be able to make shots from 3. I mean, big man's got a lot of responsibility in today's game.
Here's Shepherd. No points yet. Pass to Adams. And Daniel Gafford picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Here's Shepherd. He's covered by Dinwiddie. Right wing. Shot clock at 5. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And I love Shepherd's focus here. He doesn't let the foul distract him from his shot.
Grant, soft touch, but hard nose. That's Reed Shepherd.
Yeah, B.A. His shooting alone makes him a pro. But his tenacity, toughness, and commitment to his overall game give him a chance to make him a star. And put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Knocks down the triple. Shepherd's got 6 points in the quarter.
And Shepherd may be a rookie, but that was a grown man's answer right there to that last 3.
Dinwiddie passes to Christie. Back to Dinwiddie. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Houston.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Shepard. And it's Houston scoring again.
And not only can he burn you from deep, Shepard is also skilled inside. Just great work there.
It's Dinwiddie on the wing. Nails it from 3. Dinwiddie's got 6.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Brooks outside. Shot is good, off the back rim and in. And so Dinwiddie will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Trailing by 2. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, BA, well, the Rockets got a lot more organized with Coach Ime Udoka and their veteran additions, including point guard Fred VanVleet, who said it's just having that poise and presence to slow things down and get guys where they need to be. Rein it in, get some structure, and maximize these guys' potential. BA?
Allie, a great floor general. Thanks for that. Here's Marshall. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Dinwiddie.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Stolen by Dinwiddie. They push it up 4 on 3. Here's Christie. Brooks defending. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Just an assertive play. He attacks the miss and sends it home.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. And here's Shepard for 3. Christie with a rebound. Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Marshall from behind the arc. He drops it from range. Now it's a 3-point Dallas lead.
He's been playing great unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Mavericks ahead, up by 3. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
And it's a completely new group here for the Mavericks. Kicking off the second half, here's Ime Udoka's 5. They've got Whitmore. Tari Eason is out there with Alperen Şengün. Then it's Green, and it's Thompson in at the 2. Lively with a screen on Green. Edwards for 3. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Whitmore with it. Irving picks him up. And it's Green pushing it home.
What hops from Green, going up high and taking it right to the hoop.
Here's Irving. Pass to Edwards. Tries it from 19. Eason pulls it in.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Well, Grant, after 3 straight drafts high in the lottery, the Rockets got to 500 in 2024.
Yeah, and I love how they signed some vets in the summer of 23. Houston decided we want to win now, and I wish more teams did that.
We think of Thompson as a beautifully gifted shooter, but make no mistake, he understands when and where to play.
Oh, look at that! Oh, my goodness!
Good night.
Cocked it back and fired it home!
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day. Oh.
Here's Irving. Here he goes. The 3. It's rebounded by Şengün. The Rockets trail. The 3 from Thompson. Lively grabs the miss. Lively's got 4 rebounds now. Irving with it. Green picks him up. On the wing, Irving. 4-3. Knocked away. Back to Thompson. And there's the call on Jalen Green. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Irving, the pass to Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, Thompson from deep three-point land. Oh, 3 chances on that possession, but they just can't find a way to score. On the wing, Green, guarded by Edwards. For Dallas, they've gone only 1 for 6 here in the second half. Here's Whitmore for the tie. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to...
Whitmore stands 2 shots.
Slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
First one falls for him. That one drops. He ties it up. Here's Irving. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Thompson with a screen. Davis from long range. Dallas no good that time either. And so it's Green who brings up the ball for the Rockets. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points.
You know, a guy with that size from the downtown three-point area, no chance for a defender to alter that shot.
Lively with the bucket.
Well, that pass is a product of Kyrie Irving's great instincts. He's got a terrific mind for the game.
Green in the post. Defended by Thompson. Tries the spin move. Pass to Şengün. This one for 3. Sinks it from distance. Şengün's got 6.
Listen, even average three-point shooters are going to make that shot. Defense must be better.
Yeah, this is how powerful Davis is. Awesome at capitalizing with the dunk.
All right, Doris, Kyrie Irving is a special talent. What's his greatest asset, you think, on the floor?
Oh, PA, this is a tough question. If you ask NBA players, they'll tell you the guy with the best handle historically is Kyrie Irving. But to me, his best attribute, fearlessness, the ability to deliver when it most matters.
Thompson scanning the floor. Pass to Edwards. Clock at 4. Davis with it. Green picks him up. Davis misses. And here's Houston. They're on a 12-4 run. Here's Şengün. And it's blocked by Edwards. Outside Irving. Lets it go from deep. Pure from three-point range. He has 6.
Kyrie shoots a ton of threes, and he makes a ton of threes.
Irving against Eason. And stolen by Edwards. Here's Irving. And the call will be against Alperen Şengün. That's his first foul of the game. And the Rockets going with a whole new group out there.
Substitution on the court.
32 seconds left in the third quarter. So they take the lead.
What a find by Spencer Dinwiddie. Defense keys in on him, and he decides to make the nice pass.
Brooks outside. Pass to Adams. Here's Shepherd. Brooks a screen on Dinwiddie. Outside for Brooks. 5 on the clock. Late clock. Houston's got to hurry. And here's Shepherd for 3. He can't hit that time. Fires from way outside. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game. Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Well, Houston's shooting a nice 50% for the game. Washington and Gafford, the combo inside. Then there's Najee Marshall. Then there's Spencer Dinwiddie. And it's Christie in at the 2. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Adams, the pass to Tatum. Fires the three. Goes back up. And it's laid in by Adams. And the Rockets lead by 1.
Boy, the strength and the activity of Steven Adams makes him a force on the backboards.
To the right side. Here's Christie. Yes! And a nice assist from Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie's got 6 assists in the game. And it's Tate off the drive. And here's Shepherd for 3. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Spencer Dinwiddie.
Yeah, what I like about this kid Shepherd is his confidence, especially when it comes to shooting the ball.
And he's good on the second. And he nails the third.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Dinwiddie passes to Christie. Washington, a screen on Brooks. Nice shot by Christie.
That is nicely done by Spencer Dinwiddie, just getting the ball into the hands of a shooter.
Brooks outside. Houston with another miss.
Well, you're trying to answer the three, but you force up a shot that he would have been better off passing up.
Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Pass to Christie. Back to Dinwiddie. No good on the triple. Houston has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. A nice shot by Smith.
An excellent pull-up jump shooter. Smith doesn't need much airspace to do some damage.
It's Dinwiddie with a drive. Oh, the swat by Adams. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Adams. So for the Rockets. Here's Davis. Irving, a screen on Eason. On the wing, Irving. Defended by Thompson. Screen by Lively. Just 5 to shoot. And he drives in. Davis hits.
Yeah, when Davis gets that kind of positioning inside, he is pretty much automatic.
Here's Thompson. Outside for Green. Finding some room inside. Green.
Oh, that's a big bucket. Putting the offense on his shoulders right there.
Irving, the pass to Edwards. Off the mark there with a 3.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And it's Thompson penetrating. Misses in close.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Irving for 3. Rockets with a rebound. Eason's got 4 rebounds now. Houston has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. He gets it in there. And the Rockets lead by 4.
You see there, Thompson does a good job of sneaking into the lane and finishing.
And Davis slams it home.
What an emphatic bucket by Davis. This is a guy who never backs down or gives up.
Pass to Whitmore. Sengun, a screen on Irving. Outside Eason. Back to Whitmore. From deep. The Mavericks pull it in. 1:31 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Irving. Out to Thompson. Lets the 3 fly. Eason with a steal. Here's the break. Pass to Sengun. Over Edwards. And there's Sengun on the assist from Eason. Eason's got 3 assists in the game. All right, let's take a look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Rockets.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
And another theme in this game, to me, guys, has been how lethal they've been in transition. Attack on the break and make sure you convert.
Just 3 to shoot. Edwards, no good. And Houston has possession. They lead by 4, and there's a pick. Outside Whitmore, puts up a 3. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. They can't afford to waste this shot.
Moments like this are what it's all about.
Money! And that one brings them within 1.
great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
He's undersized for a 4, but his hops level the playing field.
Irving pass to Thompson. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Up top, Edwards. Davis a screen to tie it up. Oh, bangs home the 3. Oh, a tremendous 3. We're tied. Thompson finds Green. Takes the 3. And he drills the triple.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. What do you think Coach will be drawing up here?
They need to find a 3 fast, a zero hesitation look. Tough, but not impossible.
Here's Christie. It's off. And so the big win by Houston in a tight game. With the late victory, they upset Clint.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Durant is out there with Dunn. Then it's Nick Richards. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Allen in at the 2 spot. Booker against Irving. Pass to Thompson from the arc. Phoenix grabs the miss. And here's Booker. Now here's Allen. Here's the 3. They get the rebound. Clock at 6. Lets it go with the 3. And Lively pulls it down.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Irving finds Thompson. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
Arguably the smoothest jumper in the game, Klay Thompson.
RJ, we know that the Suns missed the playoffs for about a decade, but now they seem to be getting some traction. How do you view them?
I view them as a team that's in transition. Obviously, they have Devin Booker, the homegrown star. The guy has blossomed there in front of everyone's eyes. And after that finals run, they've really been searching. He's the last player there. But whenever you have Kevin Durant on your team, you are always on the verge of something special.
Now Allen following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving. outside for Durant. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. And the call will go against Grayson Allen. That is his first foul of the game. Moving against Booker. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Thompson from long range. Rebound by the Suns. Dunn wide open. He fires offline with his three. Mavericks have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And stolen by Booker. And now the Suns a fast break. The three from KD. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
The versatility of KD, equally lethal in transition and the half court.
And Thompson kicks to Davis. Lively sends a screen for Davis. Pass to Thompson. Three-pointer. Hits it from three-point range. Thompson's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Mavs.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
For three, Booker. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start, 2 for 2.
He doesn't shoot from the corner three often, but Booker looked fearless sending that one up.
And the All-Star, Devin Booker, an incredible scoring guard.
Since the moment he got drafted by the Phoenix Suns, he has been a beacon of consistency. Every single year he gets better. Every single year he adds something to his game. That's why Devin Booker is one of the best guards in this league. And Durant plays with real competitive fire, which makes him so important.
Lively a screen on Dunn. Edwards no good. Suns leading by 6. Booker outside. The three. They get it back. Shot clock at 6. And Davis pulls it down. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. For 3, Edwards. Edwards with another miss. Suns have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Booker against Irving. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Durant sets a screen for Booker. Lets the three fly. Drills the three-pointer. Booker's got 9.
And from the corner, Booker is not a player you can forget about.
And here's Edwards from the arc. It's hauled in by the Suns. Durant with it. He's got 6. Over to the left wing. Here's Dunn. Durant. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the...
There will be 2 minutes to review the play.
Like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time. I think they'll confirm this one pretty quickly.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns ahead by 9. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And from what we've seen, guys, from the Suns, what are you thinking so far?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, it's clearly a focus for them in this one. And no question that all the second chance looks are paying off.
Big man on the floor for Middle Washington and Gafford. Christie is out there with Spencer Dinwiddie. And it's Martin in at the small forward position. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. Here's Christie. Now here's Gafford. Martin from outside. And they had their chances, 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, despite suffering a first-round sweep in last season's playoffs, the Suns' front brass remains confident they were mere inches from where they needed to be to compete for a title, emphasizing that chemistry is built over time and through the fire. The hope is, with another year to coalesce, this team will be ready for a deeper run. Kevin?
Well, they've got the names. They've got a big coach now coming in. All right, D.A., thank you. Bounce pass, Washington. Dinwiddie against Plumlee. Out to the wing. Screen by Gafford. There's the 3. Second shot opportunity. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Suns leading by 3. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Micic, the pass to O'Neal. The tray. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
And from undrafted to journeyman to starter, Richard, you got to admire stories like Royce O'Neal.
It's motivational, Kevin. Just because you don't get drafted doesn't mean you can't make it to the NBA, which is exactly what O'Neal has done.
To the wing right side. Screen by Gafford. Christie can't make it. Suns have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. And Beal kicks to Plumlee. Launches a 3, and the 3 ball is good. Plumlee's got the lead up to 9 now for Phoenix.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
Christie. Dallas again missing. The Suns have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Here's Micic. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Beal from long range. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Terrific response by Beal. This demonstrates what a competitor he is.
Dinwiddie passes to Christie. Over Beal. Christie can't make it.
I don't know if he got in his own head there or what, because the defense can't really take credit for that miss.
And the dunk by Bol.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. That's in, and the Suns' lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Washington. 55 seconds left to play here in the second quarter.
Yeah, and that three-point shot, it really has looked off here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped him from attempting them, but it's time to maybe find something else to do.
Suns leading by 9, and Plumlee kicks to Beal. Back to Plumlee. Pass to Bol. Shoots over Washington. Bol can't hit.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Gafford with the ball. Takes the 3. And Bol pulls it down. Here's Micic. Bol, a screen on Dinwiddie. And so it's Phoenix ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're... Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. So kind of like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. You've got Nick Richards. Dunn is out there with Durant. Then there's Allen. And it's Booker in at the 1. Booker dishes to Dunn. Back to Booker. Wide open. And he hits the jump shot. Booker's got 11 points. RJ, so often with rookies, we want to judge them after half a season. We're not very patient with them. How long should we give players to prove themselves in the NBA?
Well, there's a different type of prove yourself. If you're talking about a rookie, I was taught after about game 60, you're no longer a rookie because you played every team, you understand the defensive concept. You might be a little fatigued, but after that, you're no longer a rookie. But to judge them, if they can play in this league, it can take a couple of years.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film. Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
Here's Irving. The shot from the low post is good. He's got 7.
The skill of Kyrie, incredible around the bucket. I have never seen someone his height so good at the rim.
Out of bounds, Dallas takes possession. And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and Greg efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again? KD is right at the top of that list.
Fantastic at earning these whistles in close. Look, Kyrie has no fear when attacking any defense.
The Mavericks shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. He hits both from the stripe.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
Dunn sets a screen for Durant. From the top of the key, he buries it. And the Suns lead by 6.
This is an intelligent play call by Durant, shaking up the defense so he can find his angle.
And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. No good on the wing 3. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Irving. Fires the 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Irving's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Mavs. Booker fires from way outside. And there's the foul. It'll go on Nick Richards. That is his first foul of the game. And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. Dinwiddie passes to Christie. Here's Martin.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
For the tie. No good on that one. Suns leading by 3. O'Neal from long range. Rebounded by Gafford. Gafford's got his 5th rebound in this one. From deep. Dallas no good that time either. Phoenix has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Phoenix no good that time either. Mavericks have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Here's Washington, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Mavericks have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. The Suns making a switch here. Martin's checked in. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Here's Micic. Still yet to score. That shot is off. And it's the Mavericks on the break. They now take the lead. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
And how about the awareness of Dinwiddie? Excellent job spotting the open teammate there.
Here's Micic. Dinwiddie covering. Christie against Beal. Just 5 on the clock. Fade away. It's rebounded by Dallas. Washington's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. For 3. Second chance shot. Gafford kicks to Martin. That shot, no good. Good work defensively by Martin. Suns have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. They could use a bucket. Hands it from downtown. Martin's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Christie with the screen on Martin. Martin's in the post. Lays it up and banks it in.
Hey, guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. The Suns trailing. Big man on the floor for Middle Washington and Gafford. Spencer Dinwiddie out there with Christie. And it's Martin in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Pass to Gafford. 6 to shoot. Here's Dinwiddie. Outside for Martin. Puts up a deep 3. And Bull pulls it down. Well, Phoenix shooting about 42% so far. Plumlee, the pass to Bull. Here's Micic. 3-pointer. A rebound by Washington. Washington's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Christie. Knocks down the 3-ball. And the Mavericks lead by 4.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Bull, a screen on Dinwiddie. Micic, the pass to Bull. And they're pushing it up. Martin from outside. And it's Bradley Beal with the rebound. Suns trail by 4. Here's Micic. Mavericks with the rebound. Washington's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's Martin. Drives to the hoop. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie's got his 5th assist in this one. Here's Martin. Here's the teardrop. He lays it in.
Making the floater look this smooth is not as easy as it looked. It's a challenging shot.
Dinwiddie kicks to Martin. Dinwiddie passes to Gafford. And here's Washington outside. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Bull can't hit. Mavericks leading by 4. Outside, Martin. Good on the shot. Martin's got 4 this quarter.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
For the 3. Drops in the tray.
Showing he can step up when the team needs him. Bull there with a big basket.
And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. Martin's in the post, covered by Martin. And it's Martin missing.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Martin, the pass to Micic. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Here's Martin driving to the basket. Score of the basket is 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 mates. Suns trail by 5. It's Beal on the wing, defended by Christie. 3-pointer, Martin. Phoenix grabs the miss. And here's the fast break. Beal leading the way. Plumlee with a screen on Christie. There's 1:17 left in the game. Bull can't hit.
Questionable shot selection in that three. Not really helping as they try and narrow the deficit.
Washington, that's good.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a three each time.
Micic, the pass to Beal. Bull, a screen on Christie. The shot by Beal, no good. Dallas has gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. Here's Martin, second chance effort, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at him.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 9. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Davis comes in for P.J. Washington. Klay Thompson is checked in for Christie. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Dinwiddie. A big group substitution here for Phoenix. Nick Richards, he's checked in for Plumlee. Durant comes in for Bol. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Martin. And it's Booker in for Micic.
This is what Beal is capable of, delivering a bucket anytime you need it.
Basket good.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Beal from deep three-point land. Can't drop the tough three-pointer.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Martin, and he banks in the layup. And now it's a 10-point Dallas lead. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. Some good company. Thanks so much, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
Cool.